Hi everybody, it's Gina back in the kitchen today with yet another video. In my pot here, I have got just some chicken and some water, and I'm going to show you like how I season it when I just boil up some chicken to put in some recipes. I don't always do everything, but you know, this is how to get some flavor in your chicken. And I have some leftover if you want it. First of all, black pepper. You don't have to put a ton of anything. Just put enough to give it a little bit of flavor. I do have Himalayan pink sea salt. Sometimes we get really nice stuff like that at food pantries. So we're going to put some of that in there. Y'all know I put a little garlic and a little onion in most things, but that kind of makes it taste good. And y'all also know I don't really measure anything, but I want some chicken that tastes really good for my meal tonight, so that's what we're doing. Now I've got more chicken in this pot than we can eat at one time. We cannot eat the amount that I've got in this pot, which is about 5, decent sized pieces of chicken. There's only 2 of us, which got me to thinking, as a general rule, and this is just regular chicken bouillon. It's powdered, the powdered kind. They have this at Walmart in the Hispanic section, and it's a lot cheaper. It's like $5-6 for that. But as I was getting ready to make this chicken, it gave me a thought. And I was wondering if you all would be interested in seeing anything like freezer meals for smaller families. I know a lot of times, a lot of channels that I watch, they do freezer meals, but they're big families, really big families, And until you have gotten to where you know how to scale things up or down or whatever, I mean, I'm not cooking for 10 or 12 or 14 people. I'm cooking for 2, sometimes 3 or 4 people, so your average size amount of people, and I was wondering if you all would like to see the freezer meals for an average size family and what you can make and how to do that so that it would make your life easier. And personally, I'd rather take one day and do a whole bunch of cooking and get it over and done with, and then have meals that I can pull out throughout the month that when I need them, when I am tired or when we're busy and doing this and doing that, to make life easier. Now tonight I'm going to, after I get all these cooked, I will obviously pull some of them out. I've got, like I said, I've got 5 breast pieces. That is too much for 2 people. So I'll pull 3 to 4 of them out, and I will save those up for later so that they'll be pre-cooked pieces of chicken that I am not going to have to stand and do the skin. And, that gave thought to me to see if you all would have any kind of interest in seeing freezer meals. If not, that's fine. If you're like, I'm cool, I just want to see what you cook during a normal week and all that, that is fine. Obviously I'm not going to be buying 40 pounds of ground beef and 25 pounds of chicken or whatever, because I don't need that much for 2 people in a month. It's too much for us, way too much. But I might buy, 5 pounds of chicken or 10 pounds of chicken and maybe 10 pounds of ground beef, or pack of pork chops or something like that that we can make several meals out of. So if that is something you all might be interested in, again, and I know I haven't been on in a while, I've just been trying to come up with some good ideas. I have not been to our food pantries lately. It is, I live in New York. It is the middle of winter, if I can speak correctly. It is winter up here. Um, we have had some issues with our vehicle, our primary vehicle, and so therefore I have not been getting out often to do things like I normally would. Have we needed the food? Yes, we have, but I cannot get there to get it necessarily. Also, they're not always open when it is a time when I can get there. Um, I do not always have access to the secondary vehicle or a friend with a ride. So, that has been a point of consternation this winter. But we are making it. We'll live, we'll survive. I've got pasta and stuff. As long as I've got pasta and rice and some of that stuff, I can live. And I am not going to complain about what I've got and what I don't have. So, it's just that I haven't been able to do that lately. Also, I'd like to see if y'all would have any interest in seeing me do like a certain dollar amount food challenge and see what I could go in and get for a certain amount of money at Aldi or Walmart or something. At Walmart, I can do a pickup order, which would be super convenient. And see if I could get, a week's worth of groceries for, a set price or whatever. If that's something that would interest you all, let me know. That is something I would be willing to take on. Like I said, Walmart would be really convenient for me because I can do the pickup order and stuff. And, for those of you who know, I have health issues and stuff, and I do have breathing difficulties. Now, I know that the numbers for the virus that's been going around the past couple years have been going down. I am still not feeling going in no more than I have to into places. Aldi or Dollar General or a different store. They're small stores. I can get in, I can get out, and I can be there. Our Aldi normally opens, I think, at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I can be there at that time when they first open instead of going later in the day when there's more people. We've got a Dollar General super duper close. I would be willing to go in there. Just an FYI, they are not going to have fresh meat, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. Ours do not have that. And we do not have a Dollar General Market, which is a bigger store than your normal Dollar General near me. They do have that near my family that live down south, and I really like them. I know that there's at least 2 in the town where my family lives and stuff. So, you can get there, and there are a lot of Aldis down there. There are several I know of, at least. Let's see, if I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4 Aldi within that county, several Walmarts, Targets. But we don't have that where I live. I live in a rural county. Everybody thinks New York is like New York City, and that's far from it. I live in an agricultural county where you see lots of corn and lots of apple trees and lots of soybeans. So, getting to the store, my closest Walmart is about 25 minutes maybe from my house. If I had to go to the next closest Walmart, that would be about half an hour. There's another one within 45 minutes to an hour. It's the one that's 45 minutes or so. There's one in my county, and it's right at the county line, and there's another one right over the county line into another county. So things are not always super convenient. There is 2 Targets within a 45-minute drive. Both are not in my county. So needless to say, I have to travel if I'm going to certain stores, so I try to keep it close to my house. But I was thinking about doing either a freezer meal thing or certain amount of dollars, and that's what I've been thinking about. I'm like, I need some good ideas to maybe freshen the channel up, liven the channel up. In fact, I could probably even maybe see what I know with my local food pantry, the general amounts that they give as far as certain items and stuff, because I've had to go there enough that I know what those look like. So I could even maybe try to do a challenge. And yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all, I can take the bus to go to Walmart. So I can get to the Walmart on the bus if I need to. I don't like going in Walmart in the middle of the day, and it would be an all-day trip. My first bus that comes here, because bus only runs in my town 3 times a day: 10:20, 1:20, and 3:50. That's it. So if you can't work around those times, you ain't getting nowhere. Sorry. But I was just wondering if those would be something y'all would be up to. Now, this chicken is going to take a few minutes to cook and boil down. And yes, my pan is sitting on a slant. The bracket that goes under my stove broke. So my pans are sitting a little lopsided on there. And that's all right. It ain't the end of the world. It ain't going to kill nobody to have a pan that's sitting on there cattywampus and stuff. And yes, cattywampus is a word. We use that very commonly where I come from. So, as soon as that gets done, like I said, I will probably pull out at least 3 pieces of that chicken. I don't need more than 2 for the 2 of us. I am going to put a little curry powder in there with that as well. I've got some naan, so I'm going to have that and the chicken and probably some rice and a vegetable, so that we've got some healthy stuff. I've got to see what kind of vegetables I even have in my house right now, y'all. It's like that. That's how I'm rolling. Unfortunately, that is sometimes the case in my household. I'm trying to dig and find out what I've got. But anyway, I thought I would just come at y'all with that today, see what y'all thought. Pop in and say hi. And thank y'all for watching my channel. I'm going to try to come up with some ideas to get on here a little bit more often. Input is always a good thing. I try to take that to heart and see what I can do for y'all to make the channel a little bit better. I will see you all later. Thanks, and have a good day. Bye-bye.